All right, NEBA fans, welcome back. Sorry, I had to laugh because I have cookies here for my kid, and well, Bruce is going to snag them.
I'm having one of your cookies. I'm sorry. I just missed 2 singlemans to lose. I need a cookie.
All right, welcome back to the BuddiesProShop.com Open here from Nutmeg Bowl in Fairfield, Connecticut. Our finalists are finishing up their practice. We have Thomas Coco against Scott Kampf. Coco with 2 NEBA titles. Scott Kampf looking for his first, and if he wins, I would lose a doubles. You just killed my audio.
Oh, sorry. That's what I do. Sorry,
you're number 3.
Thank you.
You just put it on number. You put it on the wrong one.
Anyway,
you activated that mic. You're
I'm
flustered right now.
I'm a little bit flustered.
You're turning on all the mics. Not
Okay.
a good idea.
Sorry.
All right, you good? This is your first time in the booth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First time
You want me to
today.
turn this down so nobody hears you?
No, it's fine. We're good. We're good.
They want to
Thank
hear you swigging?
Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. How we doing? What a professional live stream we're putting on so far.
We're doing great. The highest of this last game gets to choose. So it's a little different here in the Eliminator. The seedings happen after every game.
You start on 35.
You got to change your names around. Just change the names around. Okay. All right, so Scott says he's going to start. It's been a little confusing. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bruce, great shots. It was great to see you back in the back in play there.
Thank you very much, sir. I was very happy with my ball reaction. That gem that you drilled me worked fantastic, and your advice to put surface on it really helped. I rolled it right off the corner, and you could see this 33 and 4 pair was much tighter. I came off of 2 games off 27 and 8, and I was probably faster and a little bit right on that pair, and I had recovery on that pair. And this pair was very, very different. Unless, of course, you're shooting cross lane to a 10-pin, and then it hooks. So I was really surprised I missed that 10-pin. I was no excuse for missing the 7-pin, but I really was surprised at that 10-pin. And here Scott Kampf kicks us off with a strike. But it's one of those days where you just have a look. I mean, I knew from the first shot I had a good look. You know what I mean? Just I feel in some ways, I mean, it's a little bit cocky. It happens to a lot of people. I felt like I was in a different bowling alley. Everybody was having so much trouble, and I could just lay it off 2-3 and watch it react. And I had a great look all day. No reason I shouldn't be out there.
So as you guys are watching, thank you, Bruce. Let's hear who you think who's going to win. I'm going with Scott.
I got to tell you, I like Scott. I cross with Scott. He's got right up the pike. He's so strong with his release. I think Tom has a soft release to play it the right way, except his ball is making 2 distinct moves.
It is. His ball's going forward too fast.
It goes forward too fast. So I think he's, like, for example, he just left this 3-7. I don't think he's got much forgiveness if he gets just a touch right. If I got it just a touch right, it would actually read because I was throwing that gem straight up the pike.
Yeah, he's using an Obsession Tour.
Yeah,
so it's a very weak ball.
It's not the same.
He obviously has a little bit more hand, but see, you can see his ball even on the spare there, stand up, and then it
stands up and then it hooks again, and then even he left an 8-pin, like I think it was the 3rd or 4th frame in our match, and that's because the ball turned again at the pocket, and it really shouldn't have. So it turns and turns. So I think it's just for that reason alone, I like Scott. I like Scott to win. His first title. That would be exciting. Well, Chris, and we can't thank you enough for your sponsorship, BuddiesProShop.com, for the event. And I think I ran over you as soon as I made the top 8, and I said, so I'm in the playoffs, right? I just made the Paul Forey Memorial playoffs in my first try, so that is incredibly exciting to me to be part of that. And thank you again so much for that sponsorship. It's just great. And there's a good shot by Mr. Coco. And what a great turnout. 194 entries, 40 qualifiers, 23 seniors, 13 supers, 25 women. Fantastic turnouts here. And even the 6 o'clock squad was very well attended last night.
Yeah, we do our locals like to come out and try playing. You're going to try a squad. They'd like that the lanes are. What's interesting is I I would say our best bowlers in the center don't ever show up to bowl, but we have a lot of our regular league bowlers come out. They just want to try it. They want to try NEBA. They want to try the harder shots.
It's great to see.
Yep.
Come on, buddy.
Kampf with a UC2 pot. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a Black Widow.
No, that's a Black Widow. He didn't have a. There was a UC2 on the rack with him. I don't remember him throwing it, though. What was he throwing in 33 and 4? I think that was the same Widow.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
In some ways, how it rolled one on lane, it looked like a phase 4 sometimes when he threw it.
He had a phase 4.
So he did use
earlier.
A phase 4.
He had a phase 4. Yeah,
that's what he used on 33 and 4.
That's what I think. That's right, because I said it looked a little bit more. It had a little more contour to it.
I see my man Smitty Payne's watching. Great to see the legend in the
Smitty
house.
Today. Is awesome.
Legend in the house.
Mr. Make the finals on the World Team Challenge.
And there he is. Smitty just chimed in.
Smitty.
So it was nice chatting with you.
Yeah,
good run today, my friend.
We chatted. Thank you so much, Smitty. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's great to see you again. I did not recognize you, which I very much apologize for. But we all, when we see each other now, we all have to roll our faces forward about 20 years, right, buddy? So that's
not
how
me.
That works.
I look the same as I did.
Yeah.
The hairline's a little receded, but that's about it.
Say, you look good, actually. I think you're keeping yourself in great shape.
Those chicken tenders and fries I just ate
good call.
Not going to help.
Well, I'm having your kids' cookies, so it's going well.
You
for
have
both
cookie
of us
right there.
now.
You got broken apart. You don't
Thank
even realize you have like sections all over the place.
I'm reaching for the second one. I didn't even finish the first one yet.
You got sections.
Here we go.
Saving them.
Once again, you just can't get this kind of live stream commentary anywhere else, folks. Talking about our food choices.
That's a good one.
And great shot by Scott. Gets it up to carry it, baby. Good shot. Scott has such a great heart. He's such a great. It was wonderful to cross with him. Just a lot of positive energy. We were on the burn today, and he moved. Obviously the right up 3-4 was gone, and you didn't really talk much about the pattern, but
no, we have.
Yeah, I mean 3-4 was gone.
It's brutal.
He moved in and backed it up off third arrow and with surface, and he struck every time in the left lane and struck maybe once in 2 games on the right lane. It was amazing. He just held on to his 83 over and made the cut. So just a lot of heart. Scott's got a lot of heart.
I've been fortunate to bowl the last 2 years the doubles at DP with him, and we've made good runs both times.
Great team. That's a great team.
Great young man. He's looking to get as much knowledge as he can, so that's why I love bowling with him, because he's positive energy. At the same time, he has a lot of questions. He's trying to take in information. Like, he's like a sponge, and he's like trying to get everything he can from me. So I really I enjoy bowling with him. Obviously, hopefully he wins. If he doesn't, I still have a partner for at least once for an event.
Well, you can bowl the over-under doubles coming up, the Vincent Hall Memorial.
I won't be 50 yet.
Doubles.
Would you take it easy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, you need to find an over 50, but it can be anybody with a title.
Yeah.
So that's the good news.
I think I asked Bill Webb already, so we'll see what happens.
Did you? Oh my God, that's a pretty good team.
We thought that at Keene 3 years ago, and we knocked out in the round of 8.
Now, as soon as we just complained about Tom's ball reaction, here he is with a chance to take the lead.
My concern is if he catches it up the lane the wrong way behind the pattern. So that way he threw it a little slower.
It's going to get there.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Exactly as you said. That's right. He got
Slower.
it in 2. He got it in about 2. Gets behind the pattern and just accelerates.
Yep. Well, the problem is it's not that it even accelerates. The problem is because he's using a pin-up ball, and Thomas struggles with throwing pin-down balls. His ball, as you and I like to talk about, you saw the ball go forward, right?
That's right. But the surface was also playing a role. If the surface had grabbed sooner and picked up,
but the problem is the core will take out the cover.
Right. That's right. I was very, very lucky. I did not leave a single 3-7 in my whole tournament today.
That's incredible.
I didn't leave a single 3-7. I left buckets. I left 3-9s. I left all kinds of stuff. I was very, very lucky. That gem just rolled. It was that.
You had a good look.
Oh man, it just
kept
rolling.
You had a little bit right. You had a little bit left.
A little bit.
Your first shot at 10th was your best one because you actually got it to the dry faster.
I got it to the dry better. I knew that.
So it changed angle faster.
And the second one, I just wanted to kind of jam it. It was up.
Yeah, then it hydroplaned through the pins.
Just a little. But, this pair was so much tighter. I was trying to throw it. I thought I might have thrown it slow enough to get away with it, but I was not surprised.
Once you catch the runway, the ball straightens out.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised that I 7-pin.
Here's how I describe the pattern, and Parker and I talked about this the other day. It's 50 feet, so technically the pattern's like bowling in the 80s when they hadn't stripped the lane in a month. Am I wrong?
That's true. No, you're not wrong.
So you had to play off the gutter to get your ball to hook.
Hook stop.
Well, you hoped your ball would figure out how to keep going. Exactly. So Parker said to me, he's like, you got to figure out how to trap it in front of you. You definitely did that. I didn't go with the trap idea because I just felt on the right you could if you could throw it to the gutter if you
You had a little bit of room, right?
If you had surface, if you had enough surface, you could create.
And you were on the right pair. You know, I would love to see topography of this place. I think there's a lot of.
It'd be interesting.
There's a lot of turtlebacks, my friend. I think going on down with some of these lanes.
Our gutters hook pretty good, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's true.
The gutters generally, there are some pairs where the gutter doesn't, but overall they hook pretty good. But the pattern is a 50-foot junior gold pattern. Again, the first couple boards hook, and then after that, your ball will back up. So you better get it facing up off your hand. You know, Scott's doing that pretty well. His ball hooks and it straightens out. And that's why he leaves a 7-pin, because the ball was going straight in the last 30-some feet of the lane. It's just going toward the pocket, and you just hope you knock him down.
That was 3 mixers in a row for him.
Yep.
And just didn't get the third one.
But it's a fun pattern. We wanted to go a different route this year.
I took my typical house shot, and I took my plastic ball and played it up 2. That's how I practiced it.
That's a good way to practice it.
Yeah, you just roll it up 2. It's going to hook immediately, get it hooked, and then it stops. So the plastic ball behaves very similar, even on a regular house shot, to how this plays.
Yep. Good spare. We would like to thank our 2022 sponsors. We have, of course, Chris Viali, Cambridge Credit Counseling. They had $3,500 to the Cambridge Credit Invitational. We have BowlingSeriously.com with Joanne Herman. She does the Bowling Seriously Women's Cup Series. We have the Women's Bowl of the Year. She also helps out with the first entry for ladies, and that event was at East Haven, I believe.
Yes, it was. Circle Lanes. Yep.
So thank you for everything you do, Joanne, and have done for women here at NEBA. This was the second event of the Women's Cup Series.
Quick shout out to Joanne. I'm heading down to Florida next week for the regional and then the Fort Myers event down there, and we're going to hook up, have some lunch. Yeah. She lives down there.
Yep. She lives in, she actually was texting me the other day. We've actually been texting back and forth the last few days because unfortunately I don't see her.
I know. Really looking forward to catching up with Joanne.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We have East Coast Sports Investors, Jeff Dawson. We have Strike FX Pro Shops, John B. and He's, Alex Aguiar. Miss Alex today was his daughter's birthday weekend, so.
We're managing.
We're managing an 8-year-old
managing third parties here. No problem.
Bullwinkle's Pro Shop with Rich Reynolds, Logo Infusion, Ken Keegan, Ace Mitchell, and Vinny Grizon. We have Green Mountain Open. John Wilbur. It's great to see John on his birthday weekend, and Coco with the blower 710 now.
Wow.
Dexter, Paul Sylvia, thank you. Savage Arms, Al Casper, Turbo Grips with Chris Sand, Grog Monster Sports with Greg Flamand. Great to have back GMS Decorative Concrete with Clay Schwartz. Callahan's Bowl-A-Rama, the Callahan family, thank you. Jeff Barden and his Yankee Lane Centers in Keene and Manchester. Chicago Sam's. BowlingSeriously.com. Tony and Susie Renaud. Bloomfield Electric. TechVision. Some guy. I think it's me because I think I did all the work today.
I think so. You're listening to a TechVision presentation right now.
Yes, by Bruce Hall.
Well, Christopher, you're officially a member of the team still. Even though you're trying to get out, you're still a member of the team.
Yeah, I think I'll forever be. I'll be like Bo Burton when they bring him back, or Marshall Holman once in a while. I just seem to be here a lot. We have Brian Beaver with KR Strike Force. Brian Beaver and everybody out there, Tony Mendiola. We have DJ's Pro Shop. Thank you, John Zawalik. Wow, flag the head pin.
That's the first really wild shot I've seen Scott throw today.
We have our ball sponsor, Storm, Rotogrip, 900 Global. Big shout out to them. They've been it's been an interesting couple of 6 weeks for them.
Yeah,
so thank you. We appreciate everything that the Christmas have done for us and will do. We are here to support them in everything that goes on. So thank you. Better Bowling Concepts with John Kirker and Ideal Bowling Concepts. Oh my God! You gotta be effing.
Well, there we go. It's a championship match. No big deal.
I was trying to tell Andrew to go get it. I thought he was asking me if he could
go
get it.
I think he asked an employee to go. So there he goes. All right. And recycling
no,
the other lane. Don't hurt yourself. Uh-oh. Okay, we're safe. Okay, we're good. And captured all on tape, folks.
All righty, Sam. Mr. Conti, one of our junior bowlers, which is shocking that he would do all that because he bowls. He's actually a very good bowler. So I'm going to have a little chat.
So Scott, meanwhile, if he picks this up, enjoys a 34-pin lead in the 6th frame. And no trouble with the spare. So Scott comfortable with his first errant shot. And Tom Coco was able to put some strikes together at the end of the last match to win it. So let's see if he can do what he can do in this pair. Clearly the left lane is not responding the way he would like it to. He goes 3, 7, 9, and then lower 7, 10. So coming in a little light. And I did find that there's really no move off the shot here. You have to really stay on top of it. It's all about speed, and it's all about a little bit of projection. If it's a little drier, you cannot move in.
It's funny you said that. During the match here, it got pretty ugly. I was like, you really don't move. You don't move. You just figure out how to shape it differently.
Yeah,
by
throw
your
it
hand.
slower. That was, for me, this pair was at least, this would be at least 2 or 3 boards different than the last pair I was on. But you don't play it that way. You play straight up. And there's a 4-pin.
So Coco's still in this match. I mean, he's down 33, but he's still in it.
He can shoot 210, Kampf cruising at a 205 pace. So
he would have to come up with magic
Coco.
ball reaction is my concern. Because
well, I was just saying that Coco was able to put some strikes together at the end of the last game despite his ball reaction.
He did.
So let's see how he adapts to this pair and see what he does. So. And Chris, I don't know if I didn't hear you say much about the Paul Forey. This is the first stop of the Paul Forey Memorial.
It is the top 8
stops, top 8 advance into the playoffs later on in the year. I meant to ask you about the doubles.
The doubles, the top 2,
so
the top 4
teams. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
That's logical. But
the 8 bowlers
from
the top 4 teams. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a long time coming.
There's 2 doubles events at least that are part of it.
Yes,
the qualifying.
It would be the one in June and yours.
Right. So if there's at the end of those events, we now have 64 bowlers, right?
As long as there's no duplicates.
As long as there's no duplicates. And now, then no one comes off the points list? Is that correct?
Right. It would just straight 64.
Because I thought I read somewhere that like minimum of 16 come off the points list somehow.
No.
Wrong
tournament.
Wrong tournament. Okay, I got that wrong. Okay.
Yeah. So what would happen is after we get our 64 set, if we have a duplicate or any duplicates, then we go to the point list, and starting from the top down, whoever has not qualified already.
There's another bucket for Tom.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Just cannot.
This ball's
get
just going
that
forward too fast.
Back end reaction, right? Can't get it to slow down.
Well,
and it's all about speed through the front and having enough surface to read, even if you get it in just a board or 2. And this, I've never seen a pattern play so differently if you tried to play 6 compared to if you tried to play 3.
4. Yeah, 3, 4.
I've never seen a pattern. It's impossible inside of 5. It's just impossible to play. And for me, it's the world outside of that. So
that might not even
really
get there.
Interesting pattern.
Wow.
Really interesting pattern.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in Thomas's case, he hits up on it so hard, so his ball goes forward already. So then the layout and the weaker core don't help a combination of both, so the ball just stands up. So
and he worked hard to get that release. I can tell you right now, because it's not natural. Well, a lot of times we're on the side more.
Yeah, he's definitely up the inside of the ball.
Yeah, it served him well.
Yeah, yep. He usually generally can get your thing to do tricks that most people can't get it to do.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, this is a big shot. He must strike here. I feel like so. That's 12,
really
46,
110,
202. He can get to 202.
And he still needs help from Scott.
Yeah. He needs to throw it slower to get the ball to.
That's good of shape. That was there.
Got the corner out.
Got that to the edge. That was good. He shaped it up.
I personally felt like my break point was 1 at 32 feet.
Yeah, that's about right.
So how you got it there? So like I said, I used paper and I stood left to just try throwing it there.
Mm-hmm. There's guys that you could swing to it if you could get it there.
Yeah.
But the trouble with swinging to it is really, really tempting to pull it inside of that and not
Luckily,
get
that
it to
didn't
the
ever
spot.
happen.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people it did happen, and then it's a bucket.
I believed it was always going to hook.
Right. Then it's a bucket or a washout.
Yeah. No, we saw that last
surface
night.
too, right? You had a lot of surface too, right?
316 to like 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went 500 with 2,000 over the top for this this event, and pin through the ring. So
yep. So similar pin down. Yeah. So it like slows down the transition zone.
Yep. Scott Kampf, he can double. That would be it. And there's a roller. Farkle. Carry it, baby. Come on. All right. That's a huge insurance policy because it keeps his count intact. Because if he just gets to 205, he wins. And that's just 2 marks.
Yep.
So, and
well, we've seen some crazy things when your ball's going straight through the pins. Anything can happen.
That's for sure. Anything is possible in this crazy game.
We saw some crazy messengers, too, because the ball going straight through.
Mm-hmm.
I might talk about straight through. Your ball literally hooks in the first 25 feet of the lane. Oh, maybe 15.
I loved it. It would be hook stop. My ball would be in the pocket by 40 feet.
Yeah.
And I'd say, okay, that's it.
Now can I knock
at least
down?
You know it's in the pocket. So, okay, good. Let's see what happens. Big shot for Kampf. He rolled off very nicely. Gets it up.
There's
Gets the mixer. 175. Now, if Tom does not strike out, Kampf wins, and even if he does, Kampf just needs decent count and a mark.
He's 9.
9 would do it. Yep. 4, 3,
9 wins
2.
by 1.
9 would. No, 9 would give him 202. 9 out.
74. Yep, 202. So
yeah, so they could tie at 202 if he goes 9 out.
He needs to get 9 on the first ball.
Yeah. Well, Tom
depending on
needs.
what Thomas does. Thomas's ball is not hooked on this lane very well.
Tom's got to have all 3 here. Next 3.
Does he get it to the crack? That is not to the crack. That is not
going to get there. That's not going to get there. Scott Kampf.
Title number 1.
Title number 1 for Scott Kampf. Congratulations,
Yo. Pin down.
And pin down right up the lane.
Wonder why he throws pin down now.
I wonder. Well, I'm not wondering much more. But you're changing the world's opinion about pin down, my friend. I'll tell you that. Coming up with a lot of really good information about that. That's fantastic. So,
young man got amazing talent.
Well, thanks again for sponsoring, my friend. Paul Ford Memorial, BuddiesProShop.com. Everything you do for the club.
Well, thank you.
You know, even now, you're just such a huge presence in making decisions and being part of the board and everything that you do. We really appreciate everything.
I tried to step back. I really did.
You are. And you are a little bit, but
I really tried to.
You just have so many good opinions about everything. It's like we just kind of call you. So, unfortunately,
usually that's what happens.
Try to get out.
Which is great. I don't mind having my opinion or giving my what I believe will be business sense and how we do things. But no, I love this club. I did say a few words this morning before the squad went off. And I'll say this again. This club means the world to me. I was fortunate my father transplanted me in the state of Connecticut without much say-so on my own. And it was the best decision he's ever made.
Well, we're lucky to have you, and fantastic that you settled here. I know Pennsylvania is a big stomping grounds of yours, and I think you still have a house there. So we're just so thankful you're here in Connecticut, part of New England, and part of the scene here.
Yeah, like I said, the club means a lot to me as we watch Scott finish up here his first title. But I hope people realize how much it means to me when I say the things I say. But I feel very blessed that I got lucky enough to be placed here by my father, and actually I knew nothing about NEBA when I moved here. Got to watch a little bit the first couple of years by some of the rules that went on, which is fine. And it gave me a little bit of appreciation. Look at that.
There's the Greek church that Coco would have needed if he had a chance to double. And he could have made this a match. Yeah. And this is going to be a $190 for Scott Kampf in a winning effort.
So, again, thank you to everybody out there that watches and listens every week. That also not only supports NEBA, supports BuddiesProShop.com and the company here. So, thank you. And congratulations, Scott Kampf, my doubles partner no longer. I guess Hart Parker gets stuck with me 2 tournaments now.
Sorry. That's a shame. Well, Jeremy was sort of great, too.
Jeremy's been bowling very well.
One way or the other, you might have lost one.
Yeah, Jeremy's been bowling very well. So,
Bruce, all right, Chris,
thank you. In.
All right, my friend. Thank you, my friend. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you all next at it's a NEBA Senior, right? Coming up?
Senior and non-champs.
Senior and non-champs at Woonsocket.
Woonsocket.
Okay. We'll see you there, everybody.
Bye-bye.